The Young and the Restless spoilers full the 15th of July 2026 Wednesday. Welcome back to our channel, besties. Today is a beautiful, chaotic day to completely lose our collective minds over the absolute madness happening in Genoa City. Grab your iced coffees, take a deep breath, and strap in because we are about to dissect the most unhinged drama to ever grace our screens. And honestly, we are not surviving this one. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. I am literally shaking. Wait, we need to talk about this now because I am physically vibrating from the sheer audacity of what just went down on our screens. I was literally mid-skincare, okay? I had a charcoal mask smeared all over my face, and when this scene played out, my jaw dropped so hard I smeared black goo all over my pristine cream rug. I literally had to yeet my phone across the room because my soul actually left my body. Send help. I am hyperventilating right now. We are not just watching this show anymore. We are invested, and I am personally, deeply, spiritually offended by the absolute cinematic mayhem that is currently destroying my grip on reality. Wait, backtrack for a second. I missed a step. Let's start with the absolute clownery of Kyle Abbott. Bestie, be for real right now. Kyle stomping into the Newman Ranch looking like he's about to do something? I cannot even. He marches in there, fully ready for a dramatic confrontation with Victor Newman, and Victor treats this grown man like a mildly annoying fruit fly. It is giving major I do not perceive you energy. Kyle genuinely thinks he has the upper hand, bringing up Jack and Diane's affair and trying to hold Victor accountable for his role in the whole mess. And what does Victor do? He straight up dismisses him. He literally goes, "Oh, yeah. Poor him. I screamed into my pillow." The absolute disrespect. Victor is basically saying, your family trauma is boring to me, next caller. And don't even get me started on the vibes in that office. Did anyone else notice the lighting? It was so moody, like a supervillain lair, which is honestly so unhinged, but I am totally living for it. Anyway, Kyle gets big mad, obviously, because his ego is as fragile as spun glass, and he threatens to get revenge on Victor. He threatens Victor Newman. I'm calling it, the villain arc is about to go nuclear, but Kyle is bringing a butter knife to a bazooka fight. Victor literally laughs in his face. He tells Kyle that he used to have promising looks before he started following in Jack's pathetic footsteps. He straight up tells Kyle to go home and be the incompetent son his family apparently wants him to be. The gag. The absolute read. I am so done. Kyle, bless his delusional heart, claps back saying he wants to keep his soul, unlike Victor, and vows to come back with a real plan to destroy him. And Victor's reaction? It is a high-octane psychological masterpiece. Victor throws his hands up in the most theatrical, sarcastic way possible and yells, "Oh my God! Oh my Lord! I cannot wait!" before throwing him out. I was screaming. Victor is a menace to society, and I am here for every single second of it. But wait, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but did I say that yet? My brain is mush. Moving on, the second Kyle leaves, the mask completely slips. Victor drops the sarcastic grandpa act immediately. He turns deadly serious, checks on Jack's condition, and asks if the charges against Patty Williams are going to stick. Then he mutters, "Just do it," to himself. Like a mob boss. What does that mean? Manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update because Victor is definitely pulling strings we can't even see yet? Wait, I'm glitching. Okay, back to the main event. We have to violently pivot to the Abbott mansion because the vibes over there are straight up terrifying. Diane Jenkins is pacing around like a trapped cat, and honestly, her trauma response is so valid. Kyle is trying to tell her that the nightmare is over, but Diane is not having it. She is genuinely terrified, and she admits that the mansion feels haunted by everything that's happened. I mean, can you blame her? She was literally held hostage in a barred room by Dr. Lawrence Markham, who gaslit her into thinking she had a mental breakdown. She refuses to believe they are safe until Patty Williams is dealt with. They are officially on my do not perceive list, but Patty is a whole different level of unhinged. Suddenly, Michael Baldwin rushes in. And let me just veer off into a completely random tangent for a second. Why does Michael always look like he just ran a marathon in a three-piece suit? The tailoring is impeccable, but the man is always out of breath. Anyway, snapping back to the tea, Michael comes in with the absolute best news ever. Christine Blair, yes, the bug herself, has built an airtight case against Patty. And apparently Patty had a total meltdown in court. She started screaming at the judge, completely ignoring her defense attorney, and it turned into such a massive, chaotic spectacle that she had to be physically dragged out of the courtroom. I would pay real human money to see the security footage of that. Michael promises Diane that he is going to stick to Patty like a monkey on a cupcake. I'm sorry, what? A monkey on a cupcake? Who writes this dialogue? I am deceased. It's so weird, but I am obsessed with it. Diane finally exhales, but you guys, she is so broken. She admits to Michael that she is completely exhausted and still trying to process the absolute trauma of being Markham's fake patient. And this is where it gets so deep and psychological. She confesses that being trapped in that room forced her to confront some very real, very dark doubts about her marriage to Jack. Doubts she thought she had buried? I mean, Jack was literally blackmailed into sleeping with Patty on a yacht, so yeah, I'd have doubts too. But the thing that is genuinely keeping Diane up at night is Dr. Markham. He is still out there. The police haven't found him. Diane shudders and describes him as having lifeless eyes and admits she was contemplating some seriously drastic measures when she was locked up. I am literally shivering. Michael hugs her and promises to stay by her side, and it was such a tender bestie moment, but I am still hyperventilating over the Markham of it all. Okay, take a breath, because we are not done. We are bouncing across town to Chancellor Park. The aesthetic of this cafe scene? Immaculate. I swear I heard a weird background noise, like a rogue pigeon fighting over a croissant, but whatever, focus. Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson are sitting there, casually discussing their son's baseball schedule, like they aren't surrounded by toxic corporate warfare. But then Adam drops a massive bomb. Victor has completely rejected their plan to rebrand Newman Media. And instead, Victor is setting his sights on destroying Spectra Charles. Yes, he is going after Sally Spectra and Audra Charles. Chelsea, who is honestly the only person with a functioning moral compass right now, absolutely refuses to be dragged into Victor's latest revenge tour. She tells Adam they should just ditch Victor entirely and start their own company. Adam, because he is perpetually terrified of his daddy, thinks it's easier to just wait it out. But Chelsea is too smart for this. She knows Victor doesn't care about Spectra Charles. Victor wants to destroy Billy Abbott, and targeting Sally is the easiest, most ruthless way to get to him. Chelsea is spitting straight facts. But wait. Hold on. Cue the cinematic suspense music. Guess who is lurking behind a ridiculously large potted plant? Sally freaking Spectra. I gasped so loud my neighbors probably thought I was being attacked. Sally overhears the entire conversation. You guys, Sally has been through hell and back. She literally just survived a horrific car crash and a devastating miscarriage because Billy and Jill doubted her, and now she finds out Victor is trying to ruin her company? I would be in my villain era immediately. Sally storms over to their table, and she is genuinely vibrating with rage. She threatens to sue them into oblivion if they even think about touching her company. Adam and Chelsea are totally backpedaling, swearing up and down that they aren't going to help Victor with his sinister plot. But Sally is not buying it. Bestie, she knows Adam. She knows Adam will always fold when Victor applies pressure. She looks Adam dead in the eye and basically tells him she doesn't trust him as far as she can throw him. And then, in her absolute panicked, chaotic state, Sally accidentally lets it slip that Billy might be returning to Chancellor. The tea is scalding. As soon as the words leave her mouth, you can see the regret wash over her face. She spins on her heels and storms off, aggressively typing on her phone to text Audra. I am telling you right now, this is the calm before the absolute hurricane. Sally and Audra are about to go to war. Victor is pulling strings from the shadows. Kyle is plotting a pathetic revenge, and Markham is lurking with his lifeless eyes. I am too unwell to handle the gravity of these events. This show is now my entire personality. My grip on reality is completely gone, and I am going to be staring at the ceiling until the next episode drops.